Plinky, plinky, plonky. And all that stuff. There we go. Somebody's playing some music at least.
There's the logo. They can't see anything yet.
Oh, right.
I'm going to... There's an epic reveal about to happen, people, all right?
Da, da, da.
Woo!
Ah.
Or something like that, anyway.
This is Markus and Izzy Reeves.
Hello. How are you doing, folks?
This is a Flying V.
Lovely to be. Yeah.
Come on! Rock you like a hurricane.
We're on our own.
Down to Gorky Park. Oh no!
Yes. Relict.
It's got a bit sticking out the bottom of it.
Yeah.
Tell you what though. Can you see a ding? Oh yeah, one
Just
there.
Yeah. Perfect.
It's mine now.
1-0. 1-0.
Get a bigger studio. Can we have a bigger studio?
Well.
It's pretty small though. Thanks.
What, the studio or the guitar?
The ding.
Oh, the ding. Yeah. Yeah, well, poly, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, you can. It doesn't wear out.
God, I'm tired.
Anyway, you don't need to go
running
for a
around.
run tomorrow now, do you?
No, I did this morning.
Ah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. No Dan tonight. He's doing gig rig things.
So
Instead,
you've got the lookalike instead.
Markus Reeves, Izzy Reeves from Reeves Electro. And we've just shot a video, a fuzz video.
Fuzz Summit.
Lots of really interesting and cool things.
Yeah, just a lot of fuzzy sounds. Some trying to kind of go across the scope of fuzzes. So yeah, hopefully it will come across when you hear it.
Happy days. We had some magic going on. Right. I'm going to turn the super chats off because there's probably be a lot of tangents this evening. Thank you to everyone who sent in questions for Markus and Izzy.
Especially for Izzy.
Perhaps, oh God, I
Kidding.
don't remember what's going on here now. All right. Thank you to BV for moderating and being there in the chat, doing all of that. Thank you so much, BV. And once again, if you're joining late, we were late starting, apologies. If you're joining late, no Dan this week. He is, actually I think he's at Anderton's today.
Oh.
Recording the podcast.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you. So what's been going on, guys? How long since we've seen you?
A while.
A while, and yeah, quite some time, but you know,
Time flies.
time flies when you are building lots of fuzz.
And
We're busy.
what's happening in the Reeves Electro world then? Because the last time I think we saw you was when, Izzy, you were just starting to get in and building the Daughterboard series.
Yeah. Gone pretty far from there. Sold a few.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Just a few.
still building a few.
Still building a few. Yeah.
Got lots.
Just finished all the Black Friday stuff. We had a wait list on Black Friday. I've just finished all my Black Friday
Still
stuff
making
anyway.
mine because she's faster than me. Yeah, the Black Friday went really well. 2026, 25 was kind of a year of consolidation for us. We didn't really make a lot of new things. Promised that we would, but we didn't get around to it. That's what running a business with two people in it does, really. But 26, lots of new stuff coming up. Yeah, very exciting times.
It's
Yeah,
interesting
yeah,
how many
yeah.
people have used that exact word about 25, consolidation.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
there was a lot of uncertainty going on and all of that, and all the, we won't dwell on it, but there's a lot of crap going on in the world right now, as you'll know if you're brave enough to turn the news on. And I think it does, it affects people buying stuff, and it affects people's
Yeah.
mood, and it does
Yeah.
just create a little moment where you're sort of examine what you're doing.
Yeah, and an adjustment of focus, or even a kind of refocusing of your outlook.
Yeah.
You know, to be maybe even a little bit kinder to people, and just to add something back, which is, it takes a while to kind of adjust sometimes when stupid things happen. Anyway,
No, thank you for saying that. The kindness bit particularly.
Yeah.
I think we could all use a bit of that right now.
yeah.
Cool. Okay, we'll get into the super chat. So I just have to wait one more adjustment, obviously. For those of you enjoying the Flying V ding, it's actually not that bad. It's all right. It's definitely mine now. I bought Flying V. More of which on that pedal show soon.
Brilliant.
Yeah,
Yes,
but it does actually only play Scorpion songs at the moment.
It does, yes, yeah. But, you know, there's nothing wrong with that.
Okay, so we say hello to Ian Gilmore, to Nelly Bob 100. He says, please hit record on the podcast, Mick. I've done it.
Woo!
Knock, knock, can I come in? Says Peter Brendan Albert. Simon V, how are you, buddy? Nice to hear from you. Todd Roy is on. BV, Ian Bogle. Matt UFO 33. Oh, Matt UFO. Okay, so if it's UFO, you'll like that guitar.
Flying, yeah.
Well, also, was Schenker in UFO? Doctor,
Oh, right, okay. I don't know.
Don't know. Was he in? Yeah. Let us know if Michael Schenker was in UFO. I want to say he was. Maybe he wasn't. Chris Quinn is on Adventures in Gearland, and Mr. Todd Roy. We've said hello to lots of nice friends. Mark Gallagher, how are you, buddy? G Barge, Greg, hope you enjoyed your European trip. I think you were doing that last week, were you? Maybe. John 777, David Tompkins, Ryan Guntwich Black, and let's have a couple more. James Blessed, hey buddy, always good to hear from you. And Plexico. Duncan, how are you? Nice to hear from you all. So yeah, again, for anyone joining late, it's Izzy Reeves, Markus Reeves and Reeves Electro, standing in admirably for Daniel this evening.
Oh, you know, we're bearding it up.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Well, that's true, yeah.
Daniel's having liposuction on his left earlobe this evening. That's what he's doing. I used to make shit up when he wasn't there.
Absolutely, yeah. It's the oh, never mind. Anyway, yeah.
Never mind.
Moving on.
All right, let's have some questions then. First in this week is from Duncan Plexico. Thanks, buddy. He says, greetings, Mick. Hope the family is well. That's kind of you. Yes, we're all good. And likewise to everyone out there in TPS land. Hope you're all doing great. Andrew R says, hello, D&M. And M and I. Josh Scott recently redid his studio with a Kahayan switcher that lets him switch 8 heads into 4 different cabs. Does TPS need one of these, or would it create 4-hour videos and cause Mick's head to explode?
The latter.
Ever used a head switcher like that?
No, it's I'm quite caveman with my setups, to be honest. I'm fairly recent to convert to TPS wet dry, to be honest. But until then,
Winning
1 amp, glory, basically.
Yeah, it does. We do have a radial big shot. No, is it called a big shot? Anyway, the head switcher, which enables you to use 2 heads on 1 cab, and so you can quickly, use the same cab with 2 heads. And I guess that's the point here. My experience with them is, however well designed they are, they always affect the impedance relationship between cab and speaker. Always. And that's not necessarily to say detrimentally or in a way that you won't like, but they do. The Ampete one, I remember listening to that a few times going, yeah, this is changing things a bit.
I mean, the more stuff you put in between something that doesn't necessarily need it, the more chances are there going to be something different happening. I'm not saying it will happen, but there's a chance that it.
Yeah, I definitely heard it with the Ampete one, but then comes the trade-off between practicality and do you care? Does it change it enough for you to worry about? And I think the answer to the latter is Probably not really.
Amp switches are a pretty big luxury, aren't they? I mean, maybe if you're in a big studio with a huge selection of amps and somebody's starting a big recording session, they might want to flick through a bunch of amps to find something that works for what they're doing, and maybe isolate that. But excuse me, is that something that's going to be important?
Yeah.
You know, pedal switches, yes, absolutely. You know, we all know that they're, you know, a valid part of a rig. I'm not sure amp switching is something that is as crucial to getting it right, really.
In an environment like this, and where Josh is, you want to quickly be able to switch between heads and cabs. Yeah, it kind of makes sense. But I'm happy to shift it around and do it manually.
Yeah, I guess there are small use cases where it's a good thing. I did see the video about Josh's amp collection recently, which is eye-watering.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet he's got some good stuff.
Yeah. It's worth a watch. Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. Mick from Duncan Plexico. Did you ever get the chance to play through the Bad Cat era amp? If so, thank you. Bad Cat era amp. I haven't played a Bad Cat era. I guess that's an amp. I have played some Bad Cats that I really liked. The Hot Cat back in the day, and then I think Bad Cat changed quite a lot over the years.
I was going to say, I've only played through, I don't know which model it was, I've only played through one once, and whether it's broken or not, it was not good, pleasant experience.
For a minute, David Grissom played a 50-watt one, which was really, really lovely. I
know they've got a great rep,
Yeah. So, no, sorry, Duncan, I haven't played one. Morley Robertson. Hey Morley, says, TPS fam, I've been looking for an affordable rotary pedal, but there isn't much in my area for my budget. Yesterday I came across a Neo mini-vent for organ. Any ideas if this will be okay with guitar? Yes. Most of the Neo stuff, as far as I'm aware, and please check this on their website, is either internally switchable or externally switchable for organ or guitar. It has different input impedance or something. I can't quite remember. I thought all the mini vents were okay on guitar, but you might just want to check. And of course, if you're talking about rotary speaker simulators, Neo's right up there. Really, really.
It's got a very solid reputation, hasn't it? Yeah.
I've got 3 here somewhere.
Because, you know.
There's the micro one, which looks like that.
Ah.
And there's 2 of those. One is like the Fender one, and one is like the Leslie one.
Ah, right, okay.
And then somewhere I've got the actual...
It's the big one, isn't there?
The mini vent, which I used...
Oh, the top there, black. Yeah.
That's a mini vent. Oops.
Ooh, that's a broken one.
Nearly another ding in the...
a dented vent.
In the V. True story.
Yeah.
That happened. It fell off onto the floor. Didn't work anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I was like... Took it apart, and inside it's got one of those spidery...
Ribbon connector. Yeah. Just come apart.
And it had just come apart. And I hadn't... Yeah, and it worked again. Anyway, that's the Mini Vent 2, which I think you can use on guitar or keys. Great stuff, though. Great stuff.
They've got... Good place to start.
Johnny T. Hey, Johnny. Good to hear from you, buddy. Says, what are your thoughts on 70s champs and vibra champs?
Buy them all. End of story. Next question.
I'm not sure I've ever played one.
Yeah. Again, they've got, they've got that kind of small amp thing going on that is just right for the climate these days, I think. They're not super, super loud, but they're a bit of a sleeper amp, really.
This
is it who plays them? Just trying to think. Gary Clark Jr.
Does he?
Oh no, Vibra King. Sorry. Yeah.
It's throughout the history of that pedal show, Dan and I have moaned about small amps because we just don't really understand But then once you stick a mic in front of them and put them in a mix, they're perfect. And
Yeah,
they
yeah,
really
yeah.
work. And it's so much easier to record a small amp like that. So if you can find them and they're a reasonable price and they haven't been too butchered, right? So there's plenty of amps from that period that have been really badly butchered. Modded, repaired, no big deal. Butchered, not so good. But yeah, if it's for a reasonable price and it's from that period, there's no reason not to buy it because you'll always be able to sell it.
Yeah,
Because they're not making any more.
No.
So yeah, dive in. Couple questions coming up for Markus and Izzy in a sec. Or one right now, in fact, from Scott Curry. Hey Scott. He says, greetings, leggings. Having a blizzard here. Where are you, Scott? Not sure where you are. Somewhere in the USA. Hoping everyone is well. Now that Izzy has made great pedals, does she tell Markus, no, you go to your room?
Yeah, I don't think she ever didn't.
Are we a bit past that?
Well, we're kind of stuck in a room together.
Yeah, there's no other room to go to be honest.
There's nowhere else to go.
What's it like working with your old man then?
Hate it. I quit. I actually quit. Right.
Yeah.
No, I love it. I love it really. Not to be soppy or anything, but I've never had a job as good as this, and I am really, really lucky to have to work every day, come to work, and it just be with my dad.
Aww.
So,
yeah, I mean,
you'll never hear me say anything nice about him ever again.
Yeah.
So.
That's it. You heard it.
Yeah,
here.
that's it.
Yeah.
I'm done now. So.
I mean, it is for me. It's a dream, more than just running your own company, but you know, you can run it with your family and your daughter. So yeah, it's amazing. Anyway, soppy bit over.
Yeah. No, good for you guys. Good for you.
Yeah.
It's nice to have some good news, right?
Thank you for the question.
Okay. Oh dear, I've just obviously got rid of the thing that I was needing to look at.
And while Mick is finding back where he was supposed to be, I'm just going to Mick, a very brief plug. 8:00 tonight, our limited edition T-shirts will be going on sale. There'll be an email coming out.
It's really cool as well.
Zombie Stage Invasion, done by an artist, Kit Trigg, who is also a phenomenal guitar player.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. And he tours quite heavily. He's
I
out
didn't
on tour
realise
at the
that's who it was.
moment. Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah, there'll be 100 across any sizes. So, yeah. There'll be
Maybe-
an email going out tonight, so dig in. Thank you very much.
Help me out with something then. Is it Kit Trigg or Kit Rig?
Kit Trigg.
Kit Trigg.
Yeah,
Because when
yeah.
you see it on Instagram, it's KITT. Yeah, there we are. Good. Kit Trigg.
Yeah. Lovely guy. Lovely guy. Lives in a old cottage in the Brecon Beacons.
I'd always assumed was American.
Oh, right, no.
Yeah. G Barge. Hello, G. Good to
Hello,
hear
G.
from you, buddy. He says, mates, I'd like to express a public thanks to a fellow TPS viewer, especially the Noel episode we met in Amsterdam. We never heard about his band, but he arranged for us to see them on Valentine's Eve. It was Blossoms. How cool.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Tom. Cheers, G. Yeah, we should chase Blossoms up, actually. It'd be good fun to have them on the show if they were up for it. Simon V, question for Markus and Izzy. With some components getting harder to find for some pedal builders, story recently about Analog Man, as you say.
Yeah.
Have you ever wanted to build a pedal but been stopped due to cost or supply problems?
Yeah. I mean, the one of the first challenges I hit actually after these bozos made things really difficult for me when everything went crazy. Thank you, guys. Was I run out of transistors for a fuzz called the Black Hat Sound, which uses very specific transistors. I couldn't find them for about 6 months, and I was running out, and I kind of thought I was going to stop making it. And I found a stash from a guy in the UK had quite a considerable amount. But yeah, it is difficult. I think if you're making something, you want to do a very specific replica with very specific original components, then yeah, it's starting to get really tough. But there are often alternative components that you can use from the same era that you may be able to find. So it's a constant juggling act, to be fair, and a bit of an obsession, really.
A bit.
A bit, yeah. All right, okay. Yeah,
I think
it's tough. Yeah,
would it be fair to say that you guys can sort of use it to your advantage a bit as well? Because if you're, I don't know, Boss or somebody making hundreds of thousands of pedals or tens of thousands of pedals for that matter, the most important thing is consistency, that you've got a component that's going to work, that isn't going to run out, and then that sort of dictates the products you can build.
Yeah.
Whereas you can find a bag of transistors and go, actually,
there's
50 pedals in there.
Yeah. It's like the ones that we're using for the, for our kind of fuzz face replica at the moment. Got enough for about 40 pedals left of those, and then we're gonna audition some new transistors for it. You know, so yeah, it's a constant wave that you have to ride and kind of just adjust and find something else, and that's hard to me. That's half of the challenge that satisfies me, is kind of that whole jigsaw puzzle of finding stuff. Oh great, look, there's a whole load of those, I can use those for this. And the deeper into it you get, the more you start to recognize the numbers, those transistors, they're in the XYZ, or whereas other people might just pass by them, but because you become obsessed with it, I love those, because one day I might start building some things like the octave fuzz that we played earlier on. We've got a very specific transistor in them. Doesn't really get used for anything else.
Right. What is that transistor?
It's a 2N3741 PNP in a TO39 package.
Right.
You did ask.
What is the TO39 package? Is that the little...
The package is the shape of the transistor.
Yeah.
So the TO is a standardized set of casings that the actual transistor goes in.
Yeah.
Because the transistors are minuscule themselves.
Is that why the Black Hat sound is called Black Hat? Because it's like a black hat?
Yeah, they're called The nickname for them is Black Hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, the TO106 is like a blob. Some people call them blob transistors. Yeah.
You heard it here, people. Yeah. I love it, though. I love the sentiment of that, where this is going to be available for a while, and you can just get into it and enjoy it, and it's something different from the thing that everyone else has got.
Yeah.
It's not, to me, it harks back to those early days of when people were really experimenting with stuff, coming up with new sounds.
Yeah.
Pushing the whole thing forward.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And it's easy to forget, isn't it? Like the guitar market, we think it's this big thing. It is so tiny.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Compared to consumer electronics. Or...
Yeah, we're stealing components from automotive, from medical, from aerospace, from all those other places that said, yeah, we need a transistor to do this, and had the power to go to GE and say, yeah, can you make me 3 million of those, please? And I'm like, yeah, fine. And then we'll buy 400 of them, 40 years later, and make fuzz pedals with them. It's tiny, but hey, it's still a community. So everybody's passionate about something, and I love a bit of fuzz, so it suits me.
Crazy Jack 9-volt battery amps. Crazy Jack 9-volt battery amp says, question for Markus and Izzy. I see folks using tiny plastic sockets to swap transistors in and out. I tried it, it was rubbish, but I now use 6-pin dip sockets, and they're perfect. Any thoughts?
There's all sorts of sockets that you can use for transistors. We use them for testing in our testing rigs. But as far as actually in pedals, it's a good idea if you want to audition in different sets of transistors. But really, the type you want is something that you can eventually, when you've auditioned it, you can just put a little blob of solder against the sockets and lock them in. The dip sockets here are great. They're much tighter. Works well. 9-volt battery amps. I used to make 9-volt battery amps.
Did you?
Yeah. Noisy cricket. Anyway, that's another thing.
Question from my friend Steve at Electricity Music. He says, do you use used transistors, i.e. stripping old gear down, or is that too unreliable?
Very rarely.
Mike Analog Man does. I've seen him do it.
Yeah, Mike does. And Joe at Hello. Hi, Joe. Joe at Hello Sailor.
Hello, Joe.
He uses a lot of salvaged transistors. I don't. I like to, as we said earlier, I like to have enough to be able to kind of run forward with a product. There are guys like other. Who else? Yeah, there's a lot of
R2R
custom
Electric.
guys. R2R, yeah. The guys that do custom stuff. Do that sort of thing. I mean, R2R, he makes fantastic single origin fuzz pedals now, where he takes a film of sound or an old reel-to-reel and makes a fuzz pedal out of components just from that.
It's cool.
Thing.
I love it.
Yeah.
It probably annoys the shit out of so many people because
I think it's clever.
they're like, I can't get it, and then it's like, no, you can't get it.
Yeah.
It's limited. That's the point of it. Steve, by the way, did I tell you I bought a Flying V?
And dinked it.
Just sorry, it's an in joke.
No, absolutely.
I've sent them about 10 WhatsApp messages.
Oh right,
going,
okay, yeah.
Did I tell you I bought a Flying V?
Bought a Flying V.
Yeah, it does have a new ding on it, which is good. It's mine.
Did Chris Rea ever play a Flying V?
Hey,
Chris Rea.
did he?
Don't know, he was a strap man, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I don't know why I got that in my head.
No, Schenker,
Bless him.
Lenny Kravitz, Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah.
Come on, get your Flying V players in the chat. Hetfield, although more Explorer, but I have seen him with Vs. There's got to be more. Dave Davis of the Kinks, famously holding it through the V.
Yeah. Wasn't there a jazzer that...
Albert King.
I was going to say Freddie King, but Albert King, yeah.
Albert King.
Albert King. Yeah, we were talking
about how many kings.
all the kings.
All the
Yeah.
kings.
Well, I want to say, don't sue me, because this is an opinion that I read on the internet. I don't think Albert King's name was King.
Oh, right, he just nicked it, did he?
I think he called himself King, yeah.
Fair play. If you want to be king,
yeah.
be
Well,
king.
it's a thing, isn't it?
Bit
Be
controversial, maybe. Simon, yes, your super chats are coming up. One right now, in fact. Your second question after the component shortage one. Birmingham Guitar Show this weekend. Any of you going? If so, what things do you want to buy there, apart from a guitar from ATB, Nick? Cough. You guys going?
Yeah, we're going to go and we go every year and walk round, to be honest, just to catch up with other makers, bump into the occasional, customer and people who recognise us and just say hello and just treat it as a bit of a jolly.
Feels nice, doesn't it?
Yeah,
It's got a good feel.
I'll go and catch up with Adrian at Thorpe, probably Cole Longbottom,
All
Joe
the gang.
Love Sailor, all the gang. Just
It's just nice to get out of the workshop and see other
say,
people
"Hello."
that are also just getting out of the workshop, really.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah,
that's
true.
why it feels so good.
Yeah.
Because everyone's like got D-Mob happy. And
Buying wise, not much. I'm a real impulse buyer. So I've got a long list of old bits of stuff that I want, but there's nothing really new at the moment. No. What about you?
we're not going, unfortunately. I did want to go, but we've got craziness on Friday and Monday, and it requires being here over the weekend, unfortunately. But
yeah.
what would I buy? I just can't go to those things because or at least if you go, you must take any form of payment off. You know, put it somewhere safe in a locker. What do I want? I wanted a Flying V. Did I tell you about a Flying V?
Have you got a Flying V?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it's good.
kept that quiet.
I thought I'd give the Epiphone one a go. It's the Epiphone inspired by Gibson Custom Shop, and it's got the burst buckers in it and some other stuff. And I took it out of the case. I was like, man, this is a really good guitar. A really good guitar. Because, you know, bit of snobbery here. I was thinking I'll try the Epiphone, see how I get on with it, and then if I like the V, I'll get a Gibson.
Yeah.
And I'm playing that going, this is a really good guitar. Something they've done on the finish of that guitar is banging.
It's good, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, I banged it.
Very thin. I only have Squires and Epiphones in the workshop. I mean, I've got some nice old Fenders in the house, but yeah. And do you know what? I've really grown to enjoy playing them. Not that I didn't enjoy playing them in the first place, but they're just yeah. If you buy the right ones, I suppose it's the same with any guitar, but specifically with the sort of lower end, you know, towards the budget guitars, the models make a big difference, you know, because some of them are really low spec and the pickups and electronics and stuff or whatever. But if you kind of don't just dive straight in blind and do have a look round, read some stuff about them and find out, you know, the right ones to buy, there's some absolutely cracking Squires and Epiphones. The classic Vibe series.
Yeah.
Absolutely knockout.
Insane bang for buck.
Yeah,
I'm really impressed with that, and we plugged it in briefly today, and it sounded pretty decent, didn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, it was going through massive fuzz, so it's not always easy to tell. But right, Flying V players. Joel Fonseca says Kirk Hammett, of course. Casey Cole, Albert King. KJ Photo, Randy Rhodes, of course.
Oh.
Lonnie Mack. Lots of people screaming Lonnie Mack, of course. Big, massive influence on Stevie Ray Vaughan was Lonnie Mack. So, that's from 40 Watt Podcast and AR Friverside. Dave Mustaine says Matt W. Johnny Winter says John Pardo. Didn't know
my
that.
Lord, yes, of course.
Tim Wheeler of Ash, of course, says Darren Gilpin.
Yeah.
KK Downing says Andreas Johansson. Who could forget Judas Priest? Byron Krause's Big Dog says Eddie Van Halen. Really? Paul Stanley says James Blessed. Brian May apparently had one, according to Hazruido Madrid. Hazruido Madrid. Andy Powell and Chris Spedding says Johnny T. Yeah, Billy Gibbons, of course.
Oh my. Yeah.
James Blessed.
Facepalm, yeah.
Luke Morley from Brian Krause's Big Dog, and apparently SRV played one occasionally. I have seen a picture of SRV with one.
Yeah. I want to say Jimmy Page. I've seen a picture of Jimmy Page with one, but I might just be chipping.
Yeah. Bob Mould apparently used one in Husker Du, according to Inchbird. There we are. All good.
Brian May guitar fact. He's never had Red Special refretted, apparently.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know he likes really old strings. He hates new strings.
And he plays really light strings. He plays very lightly. But in an interview about it, with a guitar player interview, not that long ago, only a few years ago, he had his big grey thing still going on. So, and the interviewer said, "Oh, how many times has it been refretted?" Like, never.
It's a remarkable story, that, isn't it? That he built it with his dad, and it becomes the guitar he's famous for.
Yeah, and he literally, he's got the replica, and if he breaks a string, it's like, the sooner I can get that guitar back in my hands, the better.
Yeah.
You know, because it's like, it's just the only one that does the thing.
It's the opposite to the rest of us, isn't it? Like, as many guitars as possible.
Yeah, give me another one. I might sound different.
Okay, a little bit of housekeeping, just as a little break here. Red Wing, thank you to everyone who bought a Red Wing. The limited batch from us or from wherever else, or from Hampstead. And so if you bought one from the Pedal Show store, they did start shipping today, and will continue to be shipped out in batches over the next couple of days, so look out for your tracking info coming soon. Thank you to everyone who bought one. And patrons, Markus and Izzy very kindly are allowing us to give away one of the pedals. Catherine has picked it. We've got 3. In fact, why don't you guys pick it? We'll be sending out a link later this week to our active patrons. So
we've got...
what are they?
So we've got Black Hat Sound, which is one of my point-to-point ones, and then 2 of Izzy's.
IZ and a VX.
IZ and a VX. So the IZ is our kind of... they're faceted based on the fuzz face, but this is a tweaked fuzz face, and then the VX is Vox tone bender. It's like the sort of treble booster of fuzzes.
Okay, well I'm going to make a decision and say that if you guys don't mind, we'll give 2 away. If you don't mind.
No, they're yours.
Father and daughter.
Yep.
2 winners, so you'll know what to do. One is a, what did you say it was?
Black Hat Sounds.
Oh my goodness me.
So,
your etching is so cool. There you go, Black Hat Sound, number 1 for one lucky patron. Thank you guys, it's exceptionally kind.
Tell you what, the whole etching business, not easy either. Recently I've done a few batches of etching, and every time it's so scary to me.
And he is in the trapezoid enclosure. What's the process then? To explain the process of etching.
You have to screen print them first with, well, you have to actually remember to spray the inside. Hello?
Yeah, carry on.
You have to remember to prime the inside first.
Yeah.
Like you forgot the other one.
Yeah, all right.
And then you screen print the outside with a etch resistant screen print.
Yeah.
And then you mix up your etching stuff in a thing, in a bowl.
Yeah.
Put them all in, take them all out, wipe them off, put them all back
But
in,
for
take them all out,
you
wipe
have
them
to
up.
you have to watch very carefully because
it's a chemical etch.
Yeah, it's chemical etch. Yeah, and the etching mordant, as it's called, it degrades with each use. You see,
Right.
so you have to be like photo
developing fluid. Yeah,
it changes. So you have to be like, is that done? Is that done? Yeah, that's done. Right, take them all out.
And
wash
they
them quick.
sort of have a. They get what is it called? What the?
Yeah, like a red fluff on them. That you have to
They
wipe
get
off.
like a red fluff on them, so it's really hard to tell if they are done or
you have to
not
wipe
as
it
well.
off
So you got to
and
wipe it
check
off, rinse it off, and all that's done, and then all of them have to.
It's a stressful time because you have to go from the minute you dip them in the etch, you have to actually go all the way through to putting the first coat of clear coat on them, because even when they're dry, after they've etched, they start to oxidize and go really salty. So it's a long day of doing all that, because you're like, right, okay, next step, next
you
step,
have to wash them all off
the
3
clock's ticking.
times.
Yeah.
Dry them all off in the oven, and then spray them.
Love it. They're unique, aren't they? Each and every one is unique. So
Yeah,
which ones did you etch then?
I did a few. I did some facets.
You've done the etched versions of her.
Yeah.
pedals, so
Wicked.
So did some. You got the choice on when we did a Black Friday waitlist to pick if you wanted it etched.
Yeah.
And I got about 50. I had about 50-50 of screen printed
colours,
etched. So yeah, I had to.
I love the process because it's absolutely permanent. It's in the metal. It's
Yeah,
not
you
going
can't
anywhere.
get it.
You know, and I
Yeah.
love that permanence, and I like the kind of that distressed and kind of slightly gnarly look on the outside, and then you flip them and look on the inside, and it's this kind of colourful, very well ordered thing on the inside. I like that. I like old rat rods with a chrome plated V8 in this seemingly battered old, old Ford Popular or something,
Perfect
that's
under
my
the
thing.
hood.
Yeah.
Very cool. So there you go. That will be the patron giveaway for this month.
Yes. Anyway, yeah.
You know what to do. Dan is trying to call me, so we'll just do a live call as if it was like a radio show.
Yeah.
Phone a friend.
Hold the line, caller.
Hello, Dan. Don't say fuck or bugger because we're live on the air. Sorry. What's going on then? We are actually live on the air, so this is scintillating content. Hello everyone, says Dan.
Speakerphone.
Today, and it was lovely.
You're live on the air.
Had a wonderful time, and yeah, it was great to see those guys got a new pedal board built for Lee today, which was brilliant fun. And yes, I'm just heading back. I'll be staying at my digs this evening, and I shall see you early in the morning.
Okay, for filming.
Yes.
Have you got a message for the viewers, Daniel?
I do have a message for the viewers. The message for the viewers would be, don't eat the yellow snow. No, I just hope you're all awesome and it's had a good Monday as I've had, because it's been fantastic.
Awesome, mate. Did I tell you I bought a Flying V?
You did tell me you got a Flying V, and I couldn't be more delighted. I'm really glad we're going to have one in the studio.
Cool, mate.
Such cool guitars.
I'm gonna ring off, mate, because we are live, and the people are like, what? But nice to hear from you, buddy. Glad you've had a good day, and we'll see you tomorrow for filming shenanigans.
Take it easy, Dan.
All right, cheers, mate. Much love. All right, bye, everyone.
Bye. There we are. There's Daniel.
Should do some call-ins. That would be funny.
Yeah.
That would be actually quite the show.
Can you imagine it live telly all those years ago?
I know. Yeah.
The one I remember was Saturday Superstore. It was presented by a guy called Mike Reed. Remember that?
Yeah, I know Mike Reed. Yeah. Well, I don't know him, but
And they had a band called Matt Bianco on.
Yeah.
Matt Bianco, can't remember what their hit was. Get out of your lazy bed, something like that.
Yeah.
And they were on the show, and somebody phones in. And he says, "Oh, yeah, is that Matt Bianco? Yeah, you're a bunch of wankers."
Yeah.
And of course, everyone in the TV studio is like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. So sorry.
Everybody at home go, yeah.
Yay. Okay, good. Super chats. Good day for making some joyous noise, says Michael Giliberto, because there's a blizzard on the coast of Connecticut.
So
Wow, more snow.
Yeah.
You had some a couple of weeks ago, didn't you?
Yeah, there was a bit. Yeah.
I have to duck out now. Hopefully be back before VCQ ends. Okay, Michael, we'll see you at the end. Saint Rosa from Australia says, hello, team. What are your thoughts on wet dry and wet dry wet rigs that use a tube amp on stage as a dry amp with amp sims to front of house for wet effects? Markus is a recent convert to
Wet dry.
standard normal wet dry.
Yeah. That's a different scenario though, with the modeler going to front of house. I guess if it I know what your answer is probably going to be, Mick, but I think sending a modeler to front of house is probably risk mitigation if you're going to lots of places where you don't necessarily know the sound engineer, you don't know the rig they've got, and you've got your air moving on stage. I can't see it being a big problem as long as there's not a latency thing. I wouldn't have thought so.
Yeah, obviously the latency thing is the thing that's going to come up, but what people will argue is by the time you get a few feet off the stage anyway, you've got latency.
Yeah.
Because of the way the sound travels. Now, I don't want to add to that. So, but there's loads of people that do it like this. There's loads of people that use digital signal front of house. And I don't know, latency is such a not controversial. It's such a hot topic for a lot of people because you're talking about milliseconds here and there. Can you feel it? Can you not feel it? But if there's 5 stages of AD conversion for whatever reason, at some point you're going to feel it. And to just do all this latency stacking, because not only are you getting the latency, which is a time problem and therefore a phase problem, but you're also getting the degradation of the AD conversion. And if you're doing that 4 or 5 times, then what comes
That's
out?
a good point. If you've got a digital desk, digital amps.
Yeah.
So
would you get on your high horse about it and start demanding that you must use a Neumann U47 and a, you know, perfect pre and must only be an analog desk. No, most of us don't live in that world. So you've got to use what you've got. Personally, I don't see why you can't put a mic in front of a cab and have that as your out front sound, because it is the best sound of all. But I appreciate that people are in different situations and having to do different things. Certainly a lot of big tours, you know, no amps. And a lot of small tours especially, because you don't have the freight to carry them.
And how many drum kits have triggers on them these days?
Yeah, right.
Do you know what I mean? In big stadiums, especially, the trigger, I'll have, you know, that kit, please.
Yeah.
And you can be playing anything and just trigger into another kit. And I think it's probably more rife than we realise.
Yeah.
Because it just nails the drum sound straight away.
Yeah.
And also you can have the kit damped and it keeps
the stage sound
stage volume down. Then everybody else can kind of run at the volume that they need to run at without having to fight with the drums. So, but then they're on bigger stages. So where does convenience meet fidelity, really? You know, and I think everybody has a different point where that pivots. You know, some people are, I prefer it just to be convenient and we're just every night the sound's the same.
There's a practical reality to that. That's not just practical, it's also cost.
Yeah.
And and if you, exactly as you say, the consistency point is key. Because if you're going on the Taylor Swift Eras tour, you want Shake It Off to sound like Shake It Off.
Yeah. Did you see that video of her playing doing a guest spot at some Nashville heavy hitter? Sorry, it might be a big guy in States. I can't remember his name, but she just walked on and they did Shake It On, Shake It Off. Whatever it was, Shake It On. I'm not a big Tay-Tay fan, to be honest. But it was a cracking spot.
Yeah. She's brilliant.
She's good. Yeah.
She is brilliant.
Yeah.
She's brilliant. So yes, I think as Markus said, try it, see how you get on. And obviously it's a lot less hassle than taking 2 amps. Or Gordon Rankin says quite rightly that ISO cabs are probably the best compromise of all worlds, and I think I agree. Dan's Grossman ISO cab sounds fantastic. Yeah.
But then you don't get the air on stage.
I know, but every time I say that now, and I'm wedded to it, you know, I don't want to play any other way, but I'm also aware that most people just don't play like that anymore once you get to a certain level. And it's temporary, right? Because people won't put up with it for very much longer.
No,
but
I guess not.
I know.
Good job I don't gig anymore, really.
Yeah, but the other side of that is...
I want to buy an amp.
Well, that you know that's really significant, because if you do... What did I do last year? Probably 12 gigs, you know, hardly any gigs, one a month, if that. And so you can take your 4x12 and your Marshall and play loud, and it's not, you know, it's fine. But if you're doing that on a 30-day tour or a 90-day tour
tiring,
or a 180-day tour, and you're getting hit with like 116 dB night after night after night, even you as the guitar player is going to go, do you know what? That is too much.
Yeah.
Aren't you?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you, either that or you just need a lot of drugs to get past it.
You're either that or you're in Hawkwind.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say I'll stand on the hill and say that still nothing sounds as good as an analog.
No.
But band and in a space that suits it, and that there you introduce all the variables, don't you?
Yeah.
Because it doesn't work in a stadium, or at least it's harder to make it work in a stadium.
And I guess it also it's a little bit genre dependent as well.
Yeah.
You know, if you're a vibey, fast, heavy hitting indie band or metal band, then and a nuance isn't necessarily what the music is all about, then it, you know, those things become less important. Whereas if your music it's got a lot of space and it's got a lot of air and it's about the sonics as much as anything, then yeah, it gets it. That is the tell, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, when you're leaving the space, you can feel, and the listeners feel or hear you feeling. You know, because it's the player thing. So anyway.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Is it art or is it entertainment?
It's both. It has to be both.
Yeah. If it's just entertainment.
Yeah. Yeah, go down the slot machines.
Yeah.
You know. And if it's just art,
yeah.
You know, it's meaningless, isn't it? So it has to be in the middle. It needs to be Elvis.
Yeah.
You know.
Give it a go, Sal Rosa, give it a go. Mike Dark Angelo says, hi DNM, have you tried listening to Fish yet? If so, I hope it was a live recording. Can I recommend some versions? I can recommend some versions if interested. Cheers from a snow-covered Brooklyn in New York. Oh, that's romantic, isn't it? Snow in New York.
Yeah.
Do you like Fish? I mean the band Fish?
I'm not really listened to any.
Not well versed.
Not well versed. Yeah, nor me and Dan. We've talked about it on VCQ.
It's nothing to do with Marillion, is it?
No, that's Fish with an F.
Yeah.
Fish with a PH is Trey Anastasio, I think his name is.
Okay, yeah. No, I'm not qualified to comment.
No, and nor am I. And your question, Mike, reminds us that we must get into it.
Yeah. I mean, I've heard a lot of people talk about them.
Broken Oars Podcast says, hi M&D and guests. Guest one, guest two.
Yeah, we should have thing one and thing two t-shirts.
Yeah.
We did have it one. Oh no, that was me and Ella.
Markus and Izzy. AJ here. Homework with the girls again. It's KS2 maths. I'm learning more than them. We'll catch up later. Have a great show. TOFTC? TOFTC. Don't know what that stands for.
No.
Someone will in the chat. KS2 maths. What's that?
Key Stage 2.
Ah.
It's a school. I don't know what year school. Young-ish.
Key Stage 2.
Key Stage 2. I don't know maths either, so.
Does it go in reverse, or does it go like is one younger and 5 the highest?
I don't think there's that many.
Right.
I think it's like Key Stage 1, Key Stage 2.
It's
been a while since I've been to school, to be honest. So
it's obviously a key development point, is it, where you should know stuff?
I think so, yeah.
Big love going out to everyone doing A-levels and GCSEs, because that is coming around super quick.
Oh, yeah.
For those of you thinking about doing the next thing,
do
the work. Do the work. Do the work.
It's more important than you think.
It is.
And also less important than you think. Don't stress.
Wisdom. That is wisdom.
It's true, actually. Yeah.
It is true that once you get to a certain age, you can't remember what subject you did, let alone what grades you got. But, you know, it is important if you want to get into the next thing, or you want to go to uni.
It's vital for the first 5 years of your career.
Yeah.
And after that, it doesn't actually mean anything, but you start with an advantage.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah.
So do your revising like good people, please. Make your parents happy. Anthony Calderisi says, boys and girl, much love to you and the TPS community. Any thoughts on doing a show on smaller amps for live and studio, such as Tweeds, Browns and Champs and things like that, Vibra Champs, Princeton's, AC4s, A10s? Yes. Actually, Anthony, one thing that's happening, Anthony, I don't know if you're a hard T or a soft T, either way. One thing we're doing at the moment, we just had a big Tetris move around, and we are in the middle of it. And what it's enabling us to do is have a separate production room. So like a proper studio, you can be in a control room and have your mics amped and away somewhere else. And I think that's a good environment for me and Dan to test this kind of stuff, because hand on heart, sat there with little amps, we've never loved it, because we're just so used to like the roar of a big amp or a 412, or, you know, just We're just addicted to it by this point.
Yeah, that's an interesting thought, isn't it? It mitigates the volume kind of judgment.
Because you're just listening to the sound.
Yeah.
In a big way. And what I would say also about that is once you get used to that huge, enveloping, massive, loud guitar sound, it does make it hard to be in bands anymore because it's too much for most bands.
Yeah.
And I think the reason we got there and the reason anyone gets there is because that massive, enveloping, big hug sound comes from the band.
Yeah.
Comes from the drums and the bass and everything else that's happening in the band. And when it's not there, you just whack the guitar up, use bigger cabs because you want it. But then when you try and take that to the band, all anyone can hear is guitar, so which is a good thing.
Yeah, which is the correct answer. But yeah.
So having this new space is going to mean that we can do that. And we talked about it a little bit this year. I've definitely got a little tickle going on in my left ear, so I'm looking to bring things down to a more sensible level anyway. So yeah, I really hope we can get into that.
We had a brief chat about a little plexi that I'm looking to pick up as well, didn't we? The 1917 JMP 1973. It's a little 20 watt PA thing, and they do a lead and bass version as well.
2061 was the lead and bass version.
Yeah, well that was the reissue. I think, 2061. Yeah, but they did a lead and bass version back in the 70s as well. And anyway, yeah, numbers.
Robbie McIntosh's favourite amp.
Yeah, I'm hopefully going to pick that up in the next couple of weeks.
Nice.
Yeah, well, I'll. Yeah.
We've actually got two of the 212 cabs that look like the Mini 412s.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That go with it.
Well, no, they come with the big column things.
Oh, really? That even in the 70s?
Yeah. Yeah. They were an extra. So when you ordered them, you were like, "That? Do you want the things?" Yeah. And this is my biggest regret. I had the whole system. Sold the lot for 90 quid. Cabs, amp. In 1989.
It's just how it goes. Cycles continue. Had it, sold it, regret it, buy it for 10 times the price.
Yeah.
So, happens.
Yeah.
It does. Yeah.
Didn't know what I had.
Seems like there's a lot of love coming through from the for the ideas about smaller amps and all of that. So we will get into that. In fact, one of the shows I'm going to film tomorrow with Dan is two small amps better than one big one.
Oh, yeah.
And there's a very nuanced answer to that question.
Probably not. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think there's many situations where that is preferable.
Yeah. Yeah. I suppose two small amps, again, conversation we had about bass coupling, you're going to get the wider sound. Yeah.
On that subject, we had Steve Rothery in a few weeks ago from Marillion.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I've just been going through the footage and doing the audio and stuff for that. And Steve insists on using 412 cabs if he can. And what I've said this before on VCQ, but what is super interesting about that is if you've got, your amp quite loud coming out of a 112, the way that 112 beams and smacks you in the face is really unpleasant. If it's coming out of a 412, same volume, is much nicer. It's a much nicer experience.
Yeah.
So, did it a few times in the summer. You drag a 412 cab onto the stage, and sound guy looks at you sideways, and it's like, this is going to give you much less problems than that beaming 112. And to your point, Marcus, two little amps, just doing a more spreading sound job than that one kind of anyway, maybe we can investigate that. Hello Sailor Joe.
Hey Joe.
Hey bud, he says, how did I miss this? Some of my favourite humans in one place. Bless you.
All right, I'll leave now then.
Lots of people asking for the Epivalve Junior to be included, or at least one person would be Teddy Bear.
It's a Champ. Same circuit as a Champ, yeah. It's just a... I can't remember what the differences are. But there's very little difference between the Epi Junior and the little 5 watt, the original 5 watt champ.
What's the output tube in a champ then? Is it 6v6?
Don't know. I wouldn't.
Chat, you know what to do. What's the standard, most common output tube in a champ? I'm assuming it's only one, but maybe it's 2. Because I think in the little Gibson, what the point of saying it, the little Epiphone, it was an EL84, wasn't it?
Oh, okay.
I think.
All I know is that a lot of the mods for them are the same.
Right.
That's why I'm basing that. So, which is probably a way to get electrocuted, and why I've never built amps other than 9 volt amps.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Anthony Calderisi says, much love to you. Oh no, we've done that one. Yes, sorry, Anthony.
Much love to you, though.
And much love to you. It was nice to reiterate the love part.
Yeah.
Birmingham Guitar Show at the weekend. Who's going? Says Carl Longbottom.
Oh, Carl, yes, I'm going. I'll come say hello. I'll buy you a tea.
Awesome. Hope you all have a lovely time. Much more importantly, Simon V has got a very serious question. Favourite pizza toppings, and then pineapple, yes or no?
Oh, no pineapple.
I'm sorry.
I don't mind pineapple.
It's fine. It's fine. Sometimes
It's a long walk home.
do you know what? I'm not Italian, so I can't.
Yeah,
I can't say what's right or wrong on pizza.
But do you like it?
Yes.
So if we were
It's what
ordering
it
a
is.
very nice pizza right now, what would you order?
I would swing between a pepperoni and everything. Everything on the menu. The meat feast, the spicy, the pepperoni, the
So just
veggie.
get that shit on there.
Get it all, apart from the pineapples.
Izzy?
Opposite. Margarita. If it's a good pizza.
Yeah, right.
If it's a good pizza, a margarita is perfect.
Yeah.
Don't need anything else.
Catherine's the same. She's like, keep it simple. Base has got to be just right.
Yeah.
I'm really into. There's a place in my local town which is Warminster, which is near where I live. There's a little pizza restaurant called Fire Station, which used to be a fire station, and they do kind of unusually quite a heavily loaded. What's the Spanish?
Paella?
No, not chorizo. But maybe it is chorizo.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, chorizo. But in quite big chunks.
Oh, yeah.
Very, very, very spicy.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so into that. And it's fatty as hell.
Yeah.
It's like... But then other days, Fiorentina, spinach, egg.
Chunk chorizo
Egg?
in scrambled egg.
Yeah. We were talking about eggs today.
Yeah.
Start on egg, you won't.
But I'd just go for the margarita.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, absolutely.
You never tried a Fiorentina? Okay, so Parmesan. I think maybe not a tomato sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Pizza people, sort me out on this, because if you're Naples, it's the Bianco sauce, right? Not the tomato sauce.
Oh, yeah.
So, and then I think this is right. Forgive me if I'm not right. Parmesan, rocket, and an egg.
I love
Oh,
it.
okay.
An
Yeah,
egg
yeah.
right in the middle.
Right.
It's banging.
But I'm not talking about a margarita pizza. Thank you very much. Good night.
Oh, what we could do with a margarita right now.
Yep. Yes. Eggs are my new friend. I eat a lot of eggs these days.
I just can't get back on them ever since.
But you worked in an egg.
Yeah, I worked
place.
I worked in an egg farm for
There
a
we are.
pretty long time.
How do you grow eggs? Just out of
What came first?
Yeah.
Not sure.
Okay. Thanks, Simon. Plexico, Duncan. Here it is. Here's one for you guys. He says, Duncan Plexico says, greetings. Would you please explain the difference between the Mullard OC81D and OC84 as it relates to tone benders? Any better transistors? Thank you.
Okay, it's more to do, to be honest, it's more to do with their original specs for what they were kind of meant for. It's, if I'm brutally honest, the OCs vary that much. The CVs are the ones that are military spec that are much tighter. And it's probably things like the crossover frequencies and bits and pieces, the weird specs to do with them. The layman's answer is there's probably very, very little difference in them. It may be gain, it may be that one is less prone to leakage. Germanium's not my real area of expertise, but that's my kind of take on it.
Are the OCs those little black glass ones? Or is
Yeah,
that just a
yeah.
particular type of one?
No, the OC 81s and 84s are the black glass.
And the CVs are the little silver hat ones, are
The
they?
CVs, you can get CV in the black glass, but they're more likely to be. I can't remember what the package number is now, but they're more likely to be in an aluminium case.
Yeah. There you go, Duncan. Hopefully that was helpful.
If you want to ask Mike Timpson at Seeker, he will give you chapter and verse on that one.
What was his name again?
Mike. I said Timpson, but I think it's
Mike at Seeker.
Mike at Seeker. Yes. Sorry, Mike. I've forgotten your surname, mate. I talk to him most days as well.
K. Cole, 4001, salami, peppers and sausage. So that's salami and sausage. Wonder what kind of sausage. Barbecue chicken with pineapple is legit, says Charbono.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I can see the sweetness of the pineapple going with barbecue.
Yeah.
I think that would work.
Unfortunately, I'm gluten-free these days, so pizza's
Absolute disgrace.
Pizza's off the menu, because if you've ever tried gluten-free pizza, you might as well eat your shoe.
Have you tried? So there is a gluten-free base they sell in Sainsbury's and Waitrose. And I forget the brand name. It's in a yellow box.
Sure.
Is it Sure? Have you tried that? Don't like it?
It's okay. It's the same brand that they use at Domino's for their gluten-free.
Right.
They've kind of done a cross-branding thing. They're good. They're good, but they're not proper pizza. And
Hats off to people that are gluten-free, including
Yeah.
you, because I tried just as an experiment to see. Curiosity.
It's hard, isn't it?
I could not live my life without gluten.
I'd rather not have than have shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be honest, I'd rather be completely, not
No
eating
bread
pizza
over
at all.
fake bread.
Yeah, no bread over fake bread. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Mark Sieber says germanium sausage.
tomato sauce is perfect. Yeah, chewy. But now proper crepes made with buckwheat are what they call accidentally gluten-free. Buckwheat
Right.
is gluten-free. So there we go. I only found that out
Just before pancake day.
just before Pancake Day.
Is it pancake?
Pancake
Had
Day.
it, been there, done it.
Oh, God.
Out
Last
the other
week.
side, mate.
Charbono says, I've just logged on and have a super important question. And sorry if it's already been discussed. Where did Marcus get those slacks?
I got these in a charity shop for £4.
Awesome.
Yeah, I've no idea.
Are they
where
actually tweed?
No, they're like a denim-y weight and weave, but I don't quite know what they're like, a jeans weight.
Yeah.
But yeah. But I can tell you where the T-shirt comes from.
Yeah, please do.
8 o'clock tonight, you'll be able to buy a limited edition version of this on our website.
There we are.
No trousers
and your
included.
website is?
www.reeveselectro.co.uk.
There we are.
Join the mailing list.
You know what
Thank
to
you
do
very
at
much.
8 p.m. British time.
GMT still at the moment, just about.
Yeah. Chris Costabile. Hello, Chris. He says, I love the feel of a BD2, but not its sound. It has an immediate punchy attack, perfect for big rock chords. What overdrive pedals that aren't BD2 clones can do this, but with more desirable frequencies?
Light speed.
There we are.
Greer
Light Speed.
I had the honour. I've repaired a couple of Nick's pedals for UK customers, and I've switched out a foot switch that went after 11 years. These things are going to happen. And I'd forgotten how good the light speed was, and I messaged him. I said, mate, it just, there's something about it, and it's a real under the radar kind of like not really considered pedal, but it's alive. It's a really, really great. Yeah, I'd say light speed.
A good thing. Yeah. Bit more Gucci from me, Chris. I would have a look at something like Kingsley Page.
Oh yeah.
If you can get one. Tube overdrive. It just perfectly does that thing where it's like, I just want more. And I want it in any variation of more I might care to. And it's just perfect for that. I appreciate they're not easy to get hold of and they're quite expensive. So, but I would say that it's so hard with overdrives, isn't it? So what you like is the feel. So it's nice and quick, cleans up real nice, speedy too, from what I can remember. But the sound is what, too scratchy, too yeah.
Nobles?
Maybe.
No, they're a bit squishier though, aren't they?
Can be. It's how many flipping overdrive pedals are there? And we can't even suggest 3.
I know.
Yeah.
Venurum?
Yeah. Oh no. More Gucci pedals. Vemuram Shanks.
Yeah.
Vemuram Shanks, ODS one, the John Shanks one. You'll hear it in Friday's show. It's just so good. And then oh god, there's just too many overdrive pedals. Sorry, I know I'm saying that on That Pedal Show. Do you do anything in that world?
Overdrives?
Yeah.
Squishy. We've got the Leo, which is very tweedy.
Yeah, super tweedy.
It's very loose under the fingers. So
different thing.
Yeah.
Hopefully some suggestions are coming through.
Gunshot.
Yeah. So many of Thorpe's pedals. I love the Warthog. I mean, the Warthog will totally do that if you run the game low.
The Warthog, yeah.
I love the Warthog. It's such a sleeper. It does. If you max it right out, it will go super fuzzy.
Yeah.
But down low, it does that just more.
Yeah, it's less gainy than the Gunshot, isn't it?
Depends. I think they've all got quite a wide range of gain.
Yeah.
Hopefully, some suggestions are coming through in the comments.
Angry Charlie.
Yeah. Or Charlie Brown, actually.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant.
gain.
That's what I meant. Yeah, that's the lower grain one. Yeah.
Good. He says, too fizzy, need more gain than a light speed or a Page. Okay, so you want more gain. Does get more difficult when you start putting the gain on.
I reckon Thorpe would have something there though. In that.
Yeah, Gunshot's a great shout. Great shout. Does Izzy play guitar, says Johnny T?
See, I've not really input much into this conversation because I fear I am vastly underqualified. I mean, I have ears to hear when other people are playing these things, but my playing is not to a personal standard where I would use all these, unfortunately, use all these things.
Do you know who else didn't play the guitar?
Leo Fender.
I do that as if I have hair.
When did it go? When did the hair go?
About 2 months ago.
Was it? It's really cool.
Thank you.
It's
one
really,
night
really
decided,
Yeah.
to shave it all off.
You've got more than he has.
I know. Yeah.
Sorry.
So,
That's all right. Don't worry.
We just need Dan now to round it out.
But yeah, I mean, you I think you've got a guitar, you've got some amps and stuff, and you do play, a little bit. But you're on a learning journey at the moment, aren't you? And I think you lived in a shared house for a while, and it's difficult to. I think sometimes if you feel self-conscious, and a lot of people do feel self-conscious about their learning journey, it's a difficult thing. And I know you're kind of like, I want to start picking it up now. You're living in your own place again. So
Duncan Plexico wants to know. Duncan's question is: does Izzy hear pedal sounds different than her papa? which I think is code for, do you ever disagree?
Oh,
You know, like you got to get pedal up and it's great. Do you have differing opinions? Do you tend to agree?
I
I
don't know.
can't think of
we
any
do.
like notable disagreements.
Izzy is much better at grading transistors.
Right.
No, faster, actually. She's faster. I kind of faster to get to the same result. And I think that's probably a young ears thing.
And how do you do that? What's the process?
It's
You grade every single transistor into different
gain
HFE
ranges.
and
Yeah, gain ranges. Yeah.
and then you take. See, it even confuses me. Even now, you have to sort of have it all sat there in front of you. The process is in your fingers almost.
So we got the. Sorry if I'm going to.
No, you
right.
take over.
So
'cause
we
I don't
have
wanna
the
get it
circuit
wrong.
built up with the transistor sockets on the outside of the enclosure.
Enclosure.
Yeah.
And then you max everything out, and then you try different combinations until you get a combination that are quiet. First of all,
So you're doing it by ear.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
So
absolutely
not by some electronic measurement.
Oh well, you measure. Yeah, you measure the
them
gain ranges
first
first
to
and put
split
them into
Yeah.
put them into piles, and then you go right. Okay, those two noisy. Yes, they are. Swap them around. No, right, that's quiet. Now, what do they sound like? And so on. And with fuzz, from our point of view, we know that transistors are going to perform a certain way because most of our transistors are pre-graded, factory graded.
Yeah.
And it's just a case of finding the ones that don't fight each other.
Right.
So noise wise, listen to them, make sure they do the thing, you clean them up, and then you put them in a piece of foam saying, right, that's a pair, that goes in that position, that goes in that position.
And
Wow.
then you find as many pairs as you can, and then you go back again from the top and go, right, was I going
Double check.
nuts over, because it's just the same noise at different levels for however long you're doing this. So you have to then go back to the top and go, right, just check
But
through again that they're not getting louder and louder. And
it's exhausting.
Yeah,
as well.
wow.
So you do that
'cause
for a day.
there's so much. Yeah, so much. I mean, the thing I would relate to that is processing audio or doing colour grading.
Yeah.
And once you've looked at a bit of colour for 5 minutes, you're completely off.
Yeah.
You know, it's changed you. So you do have to use scopes, and you do have to use cards, and you do have to.
One thing that we do sometimes do on particular pedals is we have one transistor in one position all the way through on the first run through, and that's our gauge.
Like
and if you
control.
can hear the other one above
Okay.
that, like, okay, that's noisier. Okay, that's
Yeah.
that's kind of the first pass. And yeah, it's all circuit dependent, really.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Angus McLennan is.
And that's, sorry, with hand-built pedals, they are the kind of things that take a long time.
Take
and
the
that's
time.
why these things are expensive, you know. So, sorry, folks.
Oh, mate.
back to the question though,
Yeah.
not many disagreements in the workshop.
Yes. No, not really.
Just
No,
over things
don't-
like who's making the tea and
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
what's your beverage of choice in the workshop?
coffee.
Tea.
Oh, you have tea.
Tea,
Oh, coffee. Yeah.
At the minute, yeah.
Brown tea, green tea,
Normal tea.
normal tea,
Builder's tea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yorkshire tea.
Chai.
Yeah.
Good peppery, spicy,
Not sure I've
cinnamon.
never had chai.
Yeah.
Didn't it became a thing? You could like
Not
have,
the chai latte, not that stuff.
Not that.
Proper Indian chai.
right.
Proper milky, sweet, spicy, with quite a lot of pepper in it. Ginger, cardamom.
I'm gonna have to give it a go because that sounds truly awful.
No, I'll bring some up.
All right,
Oh, yeah.
It's
if
good,
you go,
but-
is it?
yeah.
I'm gonna give it a go.
But Yorkshire tea.
You only need to go to
also
Glastonbury,
really
mate,
good.
and they're throwing at you. It's only 5 minutes away.
Anyway, Angus McLennan says there's no such thing as underqualified on TPS, is he? So
Well, yeah, there is that. Well, you'll hear my lack of qualification in the guitar playing department when this next video comes out. Don't make no bones about it.
No pineapple in the chai, says Simon V.
No, none.
All right, Ryan Black, we've got a super chat for you, but no super chat. So I'm just going to check because BV is keeping me updated. Thank you so much, BV, for being on it. Ryan redid his super chat with a question. Okay, this is from Ryan Black. Have either of you, and that would be me and Dan, ever played an amp anywhere close to Robin's Dumble? Hope you're all well. It's a really loaded question, right? Because the temptation is to say no. Dan and I both say hands down it's the best guitar amp we've ever played in our lives. What does that mean? Well, it means different things to different people. Have I ever played another amp like it? I don't recall playing another amp like it, even the other Dumbles I've played. It's so open, it's so harmonically rich, it is so well sorted, and I don't know how to explain it. Like, even on a clean sound, you just hold one note down and every harmonic is there. And even at a relatively low level clean sound, it will almost do that clean feedback thing. It's just, I don't know. I don't want to get into any discussion about voodoo or magic or anything like that. It is just an exceptional sounding amplifier. Does that make it the best amplifier? I'm absolutely certain that some people would plug into it and go, yeah, I don't like this at all.
Yeah, it suits your playing style.
Yeah.
You know, so, I mean, I've funnily enough, I watched the video you did, God, it must have been 10, 15 years ago now when you played those Dumbles.
Oh, the one up at, in Clitheroe.
Yeah, but there's still a huge variation. Now, the differences with the fuzz faces to a Dumble is that it's done in a Dumble by design and a happy accident in a early fuzz face, you know, but it's still the same principle that the same thing can be different, you know, within, you know, depending on component choices and the way it's kind of wired and put together.
Yeah.
You know, that's what he did, wasn't it? He said, how do you play?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
This is what I'll build you then.
Sorry for those of you, I think the stream just froze for a bit, but...
oh, okay.
Sorry for those of you who are watching a spinny ball going around and around. Yeah, so it's a tough question. For anyone who missed it, Markus just was reiterating the point that, you know, Dumble would work with players and he would listen to them and he would kind of know what it was that was going to make them feel and sound good for their amp. So it's so player specific.
That was his genius, I think. There's a lot of techs that can build amps, but I think his genius was being able to translate what you needed into components and current.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I think just as a final point on it, what the elusive thing about Robin's Dumble, and Dan and I played it a lot. It was here for quite a while in the end, and Robin said it's fine, just use it whenever you want. So I found myself coming in on a Tuesday morning, plugging Robin Ford's Dumble in, right, going, what the hell is going on here? But had the chance to do it, spent a lot of time with it. Vintage amps have a thing, right? A well-sorted vintage amp has a thing that modern amps don't have. And I'm quite happy to say that. Whether it's, I don't know what it is, components, transformers, speakers, whatever it is, they just do. And modern amps have a thing that vintage amps don't have. Robin's Dumble has both. And it is one of the only amps I've ever spent time with that has it all.
Really?
That has both of
Wow.
it. It sounds like a true vintage amp. Sounds as good as any early 60s, mid 60s bassman I've ever heard.
Yeah, yeah.
And then some.
Wow.
So anyway, enough eulogising about Robin's Dumble. Mark Gallagher. Hey, Mark. Oh, no, Simon V. Sorry, Simon, to overlook you. He says, to Markus and Izzy, any hints on new pedals in the works?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not shy of hinting at what new stuff. We'd not like all the other companies. We'd like, yeah. So there's the Red Dot Sound 2, which is an expanded version of the Red Dot Sound, which will be actually a PCB based in a custom enclosure, sloped custom enclosure. There is we're working on a big muff with a tone bender a tone bender switch on it.
Right.
What
does that do? Get rid of one transistor?
No, one set of diodes.
Okay.
So the fuzz that Edwin Collins used in
Right.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that was a jumbo tone bender. Well, it wasn't. It was a B&M fuzz, but it's the same thing. So that's that.
Never met a girl like you before.
That's the
is
one.
what we were trying to remember.
The Super J hopefully is going to come out this year, which is a Marshall Super Fuzz with a switch that turns it into a very rare Gen Fuzz.
If you want to hear a Gen fuzz, you can watch the show that Marcus and I filmed this afternoon,
And this,
which will be out in a couple of weeks.
We've been talking about the hot take, but that's going to happen one way or another this year, we think, which is a kind of revisit of the hot cake with the buffers taken out and a few other bits and pieces. So, but that's kind of still in stasis.
There was something else.
There was something else, wasn't there? There was another one. There's all sorts in the
You
works.
forget because it's like we've been talking about some of this stuff for
Yeah, right.
years, so it's not new
to us.
in
Yeah.
our heads.
Yeah,
There was something else though.
Did you just mention that one knob Black Hat sound? Was that what we played earlier?
Yeah, that's already available.
That is
Yeah,
available.
I've made that. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
killer.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, BHS.
I'm just going to show you that.
BHS Alpha.
Where's it? Grab that screw. Is there a screwdriver down there?
Screwdriver.
Just there, mate.
So this, as I said, Marcus and I made a show earlier. Marcus brought in some really cool vintage and rare fuzzes, but also some of his stuff
Is there a screwdriver about?
for the one knob
That'd be
fans
worth having a look
among you.
inside.
Oh yeah. What are we going to see on the inside of this?
Oh, yeah. It's a big one knob, very fat, juicy.
You should open it up
loud.
and compare it to your one that you made however many years
So
ago.
God, yeah, that would be funny.
so this is what you've just seen on screen, an example of that etching process you were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
So this is all done using an etching process. Marcus has brought in one of his early pedals that he made
In the mid-90s.
back when he was living in a cave
Living in squat.
in Somerset, selling carved owls by the side of the road to make money.
Something like that. And this, I always use this as an example of when people are like, oh God, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm struggling. I can't
God.
do it. That you probably have to give that a bit of a yank to get it off sometimes.
No. I'm just what we're gonna do is visually represent progress.
20 years of progress. Yeah.
20 years of learning is what you're about to
This
see.
will make you will wet yourself when you see inside this.
I hate to be the breaker of bad news, but the 90s is about 30 years ago now, not 20.
Right. Oh, mate, it's better than I could do. Right. Here you go then. So, Marcus, you can provide us with a commentary.
Right. Well, we've got so 1990 odd. I don't even remember what circuit it is. It's just a rat's nest in there, and it keeps shorting out every now and again. And that's what I built, and I thought it was great at the time.
Fast forward.
But after 30 years, if you stick at it, and you're mad enough, then you can do something like this.
Look at that.
Looks good on the screen, I've got to say.
Looks good in person, mate.
Yeah, I'm pleased with that one.
It is.
That's a great. I'm pleased with that layout. It's
It's a beautiful thing.
yeah.
And it is That is art, if you don't mind me saying.
Yeah. Influenced by a German guy called Peter Vogel. Look him up. He's a...
Oh, that is bread.
Oh,
Isn't there bread called Vogel?
Vogel.
oh, maybe, yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
I
You wouldn't
actually
know. You
don't
can't
think it's
eat gluten.
German.
Yeah. German artists from the 70s and 80s used to make these massive installation pieces where you walk past and they were proximity sensors and all sorts of things, and you could play tonal stuff on it as you walk past. But it was all done point to point. There's a video about him somewhere on YouTube.
Peter Vogel.
Peter Vogel.
Check him out.
Vogel.
Moon says that needs a glass bottom.
We do them.
Yeah.
We do plexiglass bottoms, yeah. Not for that size, though. But we might, get there in the end.
Yeah. Todd Roy, guts of hand wide pedals look so cool, don't they? Don't they just? And it has an aesthetic and something that actually means something when you play the thing. You know it's been made with love, and I think it does. It goes through the whole experience. I think it really means something.
Well, I think, when if you connect with that sort of thing, there are people out there that connect with that.
Yeah.
And brilliant. If that's what gets you in that place of flow when you're playing, then its job has been done. And there are also people out there that love things of beauty and of order. And if that works for you, brilliant. We can't all be the same. But, it'd be nice to, cater for somebody. And there was a point when I was just like, do you know what? I'm just going to do things how I enjoy them. And bless everybody, it just seemed that there are people out there that enjoy that as well. And, I pinch myself every day that people enjoy what I do, and it makes it easy. So thank you, everybody.
Here we are. Mark Gallagher. Hey, Mark. He says, I'm selling my Marshall DSL 15C because it sounds like ass. My home studio has a Blues Junior and a Vox AC10. What 15 watt amp valve combo, 15 watt-ish valve combo with a front-facing panel would you replace the Marshall with?
Princeton? Oh, not Marshall, no, okay. Princeton's 15 watt though, but...
Yeah, they overdrive pretty good when you crank them up. I'm thinking, the trouble is I'm thinking something Tweedy, but they tend to have the controls on the top panel.
Yeah, and they're fast to break up as well, Tweeds, aren't they? You can't... They're not super flexible for putting... running pedals into.
So I can see why you've ended up there, because you've got the Blues Junior doing the Fender thing, the Vox doing the Vox thing, the AC10 doing the Vox thing, and you've got your Marshall for your Marshall sounds. It's okay. It's more powerful. It's 20 watts, but I think their Studio series are fantastic. We've had the Victory's a good shout, but tend to be more than 15 watts.
Yeah.
I think either the Marshall Studio Vintage, the 25, the Silver Jubilee little Marshall head, 20 watt Silver Jubilee Marshall head is killer, and it totally sounds like a Marshall to me. That's what I would go for.
Well,
yeah.
With
the pull pre for more distortion and all that. They're quite a unique thing, the Silver Jubilees in Marshall world. So that's what I would buy. 20 watts, but that's okay because you can turn it down.
Yeah. Blues Breaker. It's got the.
It's also
top on it.
not a combo, but heads and cabs gives you lots of.
Yeah.
Right, Raf Ratus wants to know. What are your go-to capacitor brands?
JB. And Vishay, to be honest. For new stock.
Where do they come from?
The Postman. I buy them from Rapid Electronics, but I think they're
Where they're made? Taiwan?
yeah
China?
They're either JB Hong Kong,
Right.
Vishay. Anybody's guess they're quite a big global setup, so they probably shift their component. I think they're China as well. Most components come from China. You have to learn to be okay with that, because otherwise you wouldn't be able to do it, if I'm honest.
Yeah. I
It's the
think
thing. Yeah.
we're all grown up enough to accept that at this point, aren't we?
Yeah.
Lots of suggestions coming in the chat, Mark, for your 15 watt-ish amp. Apparently there is a combo version of that Silver Jubilee. A few people suggesting Friedman's and some other things. So hopefully you'll get some inspiration. And that's it for the questions. It's really just Duncan Plexico and Simon V fighting it out for the last super chat. Thank you, guys. That's very generous of you. Could it be the elusive bookend? Hey, Duncan, bookend this, says Simon. Could it be the elusive bookend part 2 and part 3 from Duncan? You have indeed been the end of the book. Thank you, guys. We appreciate it. So we'll dive into the chat just for last few minutes and see if there's anything coming through for Markus and Izzy on the questions. Lots of love coming through
Bless
for
you.
your work, you guys. The craftsmanship
Put my glasses
and
on.
how lovely it all is.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Try our best.
Tell me about this one again. You did a limited run of these, did you?
No, I do drops of those every now and then. So the way we sell our pedals, because we have got a lot of questions from people saying everything's all sold out. What's going on? Are you still in business and what have you? We are in a very blessed situation where if we just put everything up for sale or for pre-sale, we wouldn't be able to keep up. So what we tend to do is we'll build 10 or 20 pedals, then send out an email a couple of weeks before they go on sale, just to say this is the date they're going on sale. Usually attach a demo of some sort of them, and then they go on sale and sell out pretty quickly.
And that is, as frustrating as that can be for customers from time to time, if you can't just buy what you want when you want to buy it, it's a highly practical way for you to stay in business, isn't it?
Yeah, and stay sane.
Yeah.
Because and then every now and again, every sort of 12 to 18 months, we'll do a day or a couple of days where everything on the website is available for pre-order. But the caveat there is you might have to wait a few months for us to get round to making the pre-order, because we have to work through all the orders. We did
For
one
context, we did one in November.
Black Friday.
Black Friday for 2 days.
2 days, yeah.
And
You've just finished.
I've just finished, and Dad's still working through the list at the moment. In currently the 20-something of February. Don't know what.
And that's how long it takes you to catch up. Yeah,
I'm only halfway through. So it's and we kind of, there's no rhyme or reason to what pedal we're going to make next or we're going to drop next, other than kind of how fast they sold last time. We gauge how popular they are, and the waitlist days are good because it means we can get a grip on what sells most. Well, yeah, that's going to go up again soon.
On that front, Kevin Curran wants to know a bit more about the hot take and
the hot take,
as and when that might be available.
Yeah, I mean, one way or another, I would hope within the next sort of 4 to 6 months, we'll have that. I know it sounds like a long time, but there's literally just me and Izzy doing everything. So there's no team. So fulfilling orders first is our important thing, and then designing other pedals is the second sort of thing. The hot take. Hopefully, 4 to 6 months there'll be something available. and it's shaping up to be pretty cool. That's all I can say at the moment.
Johnny T says, what's the quickest you've ever sold out of a pedal drop?
Well, we did probably, to be fair,
on Saturday. Well, it wasn't the quickest. I mean,
it was.
But it was under a minute for 20.
20 units, 53 seconds.
And what were they?
They were the fuzz face.
Yeah.
So you're.
That's it. Yeah. So in the Daughterboard series, the facet fuzzes come in different flavours. Someone is saying here, thank you for the is. Who is saying that? You need, stand right in front of it, obscure the face, and then it will focus. Who is saying it? Come on, I want to find it. David Pekarski is saying, Facet is one of the most useful fuzzes I have. Just want to say thank you for that.
Oh, thank you, David.
Thank you.
And I regularly use the FF1 on my board.
Yeah.
So
that was a beautiful thing. I got a bunch of transistors in a box. I bought them on eBay from a guy in the States. 250-300 transistors in his old battered old box, and at the bottom of the box was a stock ticket that had details of the order that these was made under, and they were ordered by Dallas Arbiter.
which is important. Why?
Because they were the guys that made the fuzz face in the first place. And I was like, well, there's only one pedal that I can make with these. And we're running low on those transistors now. But people that buy those get a scan of that stock ticket on the back of the certificate. And it's just one of those happenstance things. You know, it's never going to happen again.
Well, it's back to what we were saying earlier, isn't it? The benefit of being a small producer is that you can do that. You can turn on your heels and just go, this is what we should do with this. Make an event out of it. Happy days.
And it's and again, it's one of those things where we were saying about, you know, what's under the hood makes you feel a certain way, and that's got a lot to do with it. You know, I love old houses with the stories that they've got to tell and the things that, you know, these walls could have heard. It's the same with these old transistors, that I get that same vibe of like, right, these old transistors were a whisker away from being used by Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah.
You know, and that's kind of, maybe might be a bit of a stretch, but, you know, and I'm a dreamer, and I guess people vibe with dreamers. Other dreamers vibe with other dreamers, don't they? You know.
Here's a great question from Audio and Beats.
Mm-hmm.
Audio and Beats says, I'd like to know if there's a complexity limit to the way you design pedals in terms of point-to-point wiring. For example, would something like a harmonic tremolo even be possible?
Probably not, because very, very good and salient question. Even getting to the point that, you know, some of the tone benders are difficult to make, and one of the reasons why the red dot sound, which is based on a Mark II tone bender, which is a 3 transistor circuit, was the limit that I would really go to for lots of reasons, for complexity, structural rigidity, and it kind of gets to the point where they just take too long, and I don't want to be charging that amount of money for a pedal. You know, I know, you know, people think my pedals are expensive sometimes, and but I have to kind of draw the line somewhere, and I can't really charge £1,000 for a pedal because it takes me 2 days to make. So there is a point at which, it has to be reined in. And I also love the simple circuits. Yeah. To be honest, the flip side of that is that the less components in the circuit, the more kind of direct and unaffected things are. If you can say that about a fuzz, I don't know, but it's like the BHS, this big fuzz here, that is about the least amount of components you could put in a fuzz.
If you want to hear it show in a couple of weeks,
Yeah.
I was instantly drawn to that one. I don't know why, but it's like what you just said.
Yeah, but so we do the point to point, and we obviously do. Izzy does a lot more to do with the circuit board stuff, which, Big Muff, for instance. There's absolutely no way that I'd be able to put a Big Muff in point to point. There's guys in forums that do it, but it takes them a long time, and it's not really that scalable.
One final question then from Murray the Camel. And touched on this earlier, but it bears repeating. Who does the Reeves art on pedals and other merch?
Up until, mostly me. Although you did the facet one, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
That was just a scribble.
Yeah, that was actually the first. I think it should look like this. Drew it out and thought, right, I'm going to need to make that better.
Yeah.
Went through pages and pages and pages of the same thing virtually, and went, no, the first one's better.
Yeah.
So.
I do most of the. Although this one we're wearing tonight is done by Kit Trigg. But yeah, I take hold out of copyright illustrations and bits and pieces from Victorian era and stuff like that, and muck around with them, and do what I can, or something like that. It's just straight graphics, really.
We'll just chat GPT. Please design me.
Yeah. I worked in a design studio for 10 years, print design studio. So hopefully I picked up a couple of tips.
You know one end of a Sharpie from the other.
Good. I know the blunt end.
Okay, everyone. It's 7 o'clock. Thanks so much for being with us tonight. Massive thanks to Markus and Izzy for joining us tonight.
No problem. Thanks
and
for the invite.
Coming all the way from the Shetland Islands.
Yes. Yeah. We flew down. My arms are aching now.
No, where are you guys based?
Kettering.
Kettering.
Yes. So right in the middle of the Isle.
There we are.
Couldn't be much more landlocked.
Yeah. Not very good surfing.
No.
Apparently facet means dude in Polish.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, our take on it was that obviously it's the first face.
Yeah.
And that the 4 versions we do are a facet of that circuit, because you've got the 1.5 tone bender, the Vox tone bender, the fuzz face itself, and our take on it. And they're all the same. Yeah, the IZ. They're all the same circuit, just component values are different, and vastly different output. So yeah.
Well, there we are. There we are. Thanks again, guys.
No worries. Thank you.
All the best for everything.
Yep.
Business, making pedals, all of that.
So. Yeah, it's going well. We're very happy.
And thank you everyone for watching. Dan will be back next week, I hope. We'll see.
And buy t-shirts.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You know all that. And yeah, we'll see you next week. Someone was asking, Trolls Jen was asking, so I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, but I've got a Flying V.
Have you got a Flying V?
No
you
way.
should play this Flying V.
I'm going to try not to ding it off a stool this time, which I did in the opening, but it's good because it is truly mine now. He's saying, what year is it? It's a new Epiphone. It's the Gibson, inspired by Gibson Epiphone 1. The finish on it.
It's
Look
a
at that,
beautiful
right?
looking guitar.
That feels like a really nice finish. Like it's
lovely.
not that real thick poly stuff that you get on
A lot of them, yeah.
Custom
Epiphone have
shop
pioneered
guitars.
that kind of thin, ultra thin finish now.
And
A lot of the SG 400s have got that thin finish on it as well.
just imagine, if you will, walking past a guitar shop in 1958.
Yeah.
A number of guitars came out in 1958. This
That.
and a different version of this.
Yeah.
Same year.
Yeah, it's madness, isn't it?
Logic? Drugs.
Yeah.
Surely.
Yeah.
Surely. Anyway, I'm going to rock you like a hurricane.
Thank you very much. Good night, everybody.
That'll do. Okay, cheers everyone.
Ta-da!
Cheers.